A comprehensive peace agreement is expected to be finally signed between the government and the MILF this coming March. This with the conclusion of the formal peace negotiations between the two panels with the signing of the last 4 annexes of the framework agreement on the Bangsamoro. Ignacio reports.
Advocates of peace greeted with optimism the signing of the last annex of the comprehensive agreement on the Bangsamoro between the government and the Moro Islamic Liberation Front in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia.
The news was met with an outpouring of good wishes for the Philippines. Advocates of peace here at home and abroad greeted this news with optimism. Countries such as the United States, the United Kingdom, Japan, Switzerland, and international bodies such as the European Union and United Nations praised this achievement. This milestone gives the entire nation confidence that the next steps in the process are on track. The work does not end here. In particular, we look forward to the signing of the comprehensive agreement on the Bangsamoro.
The government peace panel is looking forward to seal the final agreement on the Bangsamoro in March this year.
Annexes, and then we added the addendum to make up the comprehensive agreement. But to pull this together, we do need some kind of text that will pull all the different parts together, and we're working on that text through teams that we have agreed to create, and very soon we hope to be able to also work on the specific preparations that will be needed for a ceremonial signing of the comprehensive agreement on the Bangsamoro. So when is the soonest? Hopefully not beyond March of this year.
15 months after the framework agreement had been signed in Malacanang, the 4 annexes have been completed as guide for the drafting of a Bangsamoro Basic Law to be submitted to Congress. Chief Peace Panel negotiator Miriam Coronel Ferrer assured that all annexes, namely transitional, wealth and power sharing, normalization, and the addendum on Bangsamoro are within the bounds of law.
What we have provided in this annex on normalization is a very comprehensive approach that would address the different dimensions of the return to normal life and peaceful communities of erstwhile communities that have been ravaged by conflict. But it is an approach that is based on collaboration between former enemies, and such enemies now working together cooperatively, both on the ground and of course in the bigger political process that will also be undertaken in order to legislate the Bangsamoro Basic Law.
The normalization is the most difficult since that the commissioning and laying of firearms of the MILF forces falls under this annex. Ferrer said an independent group will be established to facilitate the Balik Baril program. Amnesty will be granted to those members to be submitted by the MILF. Breakaway groups are not part of the amnesty program.
Tatago yung firearms. Hindi na as we move along, the high-powered weapons, the cruiser weapons, this will be put beyond use. How we will do that, that will be part of the protocols that will have to be arrived at. But different models. One option is to warehouse these under lock and key of the independent decommissioning body. Others is to outrightly destroy. But that's the kind of schemes that we will be looking at. But definitely there will be a gradual and phased process of decommissioning of weapons and combatants.
Presidential advisor in the peace process, Teresita Delas, admitted that there are groups that will try to derail the framework agreement. She added that the government did not abrogate the 1996 peace agreement with the Moro National Liberation Front. Delas vowed that the Aquino government is committed to attain lasting peace in Mindanao.
The President's instructions were very clear from the start when the panel was first constituted. Of course, being in accordance with the Constitution and its flexibilities, learning the lessons of the past, of which if you will look at this, there have been many learnings, including this very important annex on normalization. If you look at 1996, there is nothing like that. Yes. So it is looked at not only the political settlement in terms of the legal response, it has looked at what happens to communities. So lessons from the past. And third, that we would not sign anything that we cannot deliver. This has been so difficult because of that instruction of the President. We should be able to deliver politically, economically, culturally. And on that basis, we came to an understanding with the MILF. This is what we can deliver.
For the People's Television, Ignacio.